I'm Devontae Brown, and this is the story that had the greatest impact on my faith. 5 years ago, I came to Liberty University as a walk-on, and 3 years ago was my first year starting, which is the same year that my mom got arrested. It was a very tough time in my life because usually I was guided into most of the things I had learned about life by my mom. She taught me how to be a man. She taught me how to go through things with integrity. And at that moment, particularly, I wasn't able to talk to her at all. I had no idea why she was arrested, and she was arrested in a different state. A month after the season ended, I'm kind of coming to terms with my mom's incarceration. Just kind of God led me to a church, Family Life Church, where I got saved. And dealing with that, I kind of thought everything would be awesome because I got saved. But yeah, I just started coming, a lot more trials in life started coming because I was dealing with injuries. I tore my labrum in my shoulder. I tore my meniscus in my knee on the same side. And it just started to take a toll on me because I was dealing with emotional pain, but then physical pain got added to it. So my coach brings me a letter, and it's the FCS Senior Bowl. And I got in barely. So reluctantly, I accepted the invite to the FCS Senior Bowl. And then I get a call 2 days later with this man, Marty Magic, and he says, "Hey, I just watched your highlight tape. I've done a lot more with a lot less." Marty promised me from that moment, I signed my contract. He said, by the end of the summer, I'm gonna have you a job being a professional athlete. Marty calls me and he tells me, "Hey, make sure you're in shape. Make sure you stay in shape, and I want you to get ready for this combine, for this new league that's premiering." And I'm like, okay, let's do it. So I train. He's like, "You work out, I'll get you into the combine." After the combine, I just leave and I just give it all to God. Whatever works out, works out. I wake up to a text. My agent's like, call me. I answer. He's like, "Look, I told you I would get you a job, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, you just got drafted by the Salt Lake City Stallions in the first round of the AFF draft." It kind of brought a lot of my previous trials full circle and the things I was dealing with because my mom is currently in prison, incarcerated in Salt Lake City, Utah. So yeah, even with these blessings, we give God the glory for just the sheer action that I'll be able to see my mom again, because none of us have seen her, so it'll be great for me. But also during my mom's time of incarceration, since she's been there, she's been in 3 different prisons, and in all 3 prisons, over 30 people have gotten saved. And it has come to a point now where when people are dealing with their struggles, they place them in the same cell as my mom. As a child, I've always promised my mom that I would be, when it's all said and done, that I would be a professional athlete. And it feels really good, and it feels like a blessing that I'm able to fulfill that promise. All right, I love you.
I love you too.
All right, bro.